Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. As you know, my name is Rob, and in today's video we're going to do something a little different. About 3 months ago, a couple reached out to me and told me they were getting married in September. And they wanted to give gifts out to everyone who attended. So we sat down and we kicked around a few ideas, and ultimately they fell in love with this one. Slate coasters with their initials in it and their wedding date. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to protect these coasters, engrave them, and all those settings in lightburn. So stick around because this build starts right now. So my first issue was, where was I going to get 300 Slate coasters? To be honest, I searched throughout all North America, but I couldn't find any at a reasonable price. And to be honest, they were just going to China, so I figured, let me just go direct to China myself and see if I can get a better price than that. Sure enough, I went to the AliExpress website and found a supplier of Slate coasters, and they had plates and all kinds of things. So I took a chance and ordered 300 coasters. I figured I'd take 100 for myself so that this way I can do some projects that I want to do for Christmas time with Christmas ornaments and stuff on the coasters. The only bad thing about it was it takes 2 months for the coasters to be shipped over from China. But 2 months later, here we are, and here's the boxes. Here's 200 of them, and the boxes are in good shape. They're not damaged, and so I'm hoping that whatever's inside is in good condition and I didn't just waste a lot of money. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up one of these boxes, show you what's inside, show you how it's packed, and if you decide to do something like this, what you can expect to get from these suppliers on AliExpress. So let's take a look.
As I mentioned before, all 3 boxes that arrived were in great shape, no damage on them. And as you can see, here I am opening up a box, and it's lined with padding all around the outside, and of course boxes inside boxes. And as for the coasters themselves, they came individually wrapped in bubble wrap and were in perfect condition with the rubber feet, just like I ordered. Now, before we can go ahead and start engraving these coasters, we have to seal them first. And so how I do it is this.
What we do is we'll take these coasters, right? And I use the Rust-Oleum clear satin finish. And so what we got to do is we have to just give them a quick cover, and that's it. And we're gonna let them dry. I already actually designed the coasters and with the software for the engraver. So as soon as these dry, we'll bring them over and we'll engrave some and we'll start. To tell you the truth, I designed it to do 9 at a time, so I'm gonna get 6 more and coat them off and get them all going. So stick around.
So time to set up the Sculpt Fun laser engraver, and I made that table there, as you can see, that folds away because my workspace is really small. What do you think of that table? Let me know in the comments below. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, I was going to explain to you how I set up the lightburn software to engrave these coasters. And the first thing I did was I actually created a square, which was 102 millimeters by 102 millimeters, which is 4 inches by 4 inches. Next, I went ahead and typed the MNJ and the date in the bottom, and I highlighted it all and changed the font to Chopin. Now that I had the coaster looking exactly the way I wanted to, I simply highlighted it all, did a Control-C to copy it, and then pasted it 8 more times so that this way there was 3 across and 3 up, and now I had 9 coasters ready to go. Now, to be honest, doing these 9 coasters all at once took me about an hour per bunch. So 200 coasters, you can figure that would take roughly 22 hours of engraving in total. Now, as for the settings for the engraving, I set the speed to 4,000 millimeters per minute with a laser power of 80%. And that was absolutely perfect because they came out clear and sharp.
And there we go, through the miracle of time, and 22 hours later, we are now finished our 200 coasters and are ready to be shipped out. Hey everyone, if you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you can hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you in the next video.